All right, Brandon Gaudin here with Iowa's Connor McCaffery and Joe Wieskamp as we look back to February 16, 2019, Iowa's amazing win, last-second buzzer beater at Rutgers. It's a big game. You guys were in the top 25. Rutgers, this was a win that they really needed in their home venue, but obviously this one is a little ways back, guys. You guys even remember this game? Connor, how well do you remember it?
No, I feel like it's one you don't really forget, especially with the way it ended. It was a really good game all the way through. Down the stretch, it was close. I remember Jordan hit some really big shots. I think we got a couple other. I'm pretty sure Isaiah Moss played well, and then obviously Weezy with the big one. So, this is a game with that kind of ending. I think that it's just always going to stick in my mind.
Yeah, Joe, I'm probably sure you remember it quite well.
Yeah, I definitely remember this one. Only college game winner, so it's definitely one I'll remember forever.
So this is when it starts to get good here. Inside of a minute, you guys up 2 and the timeout. But first of all, I've called a lot of games in the last couple of years at the RAC. I don't think people really realize until they play there or watch a game there how good of an atmosphere that is. What type of an atmosphere was it that night?
It was crazy. To be honest, I didn't know what to expect going into Rutgers, but it was a fun environment. Anytime you go into a place, it's a sold-out arena. You feel the vibe from the fans. It's just a fun environment to play in.
Connor, is that something, obviously you'd rather play at home, but is it kind of nice to go in and that challenge when you've got a crazy atmosphere like that to try to shut them up?
Yeah, for sure. We talk about that, and scouts leading up to road games. It's like, let's make this place quiet.
Well, obviously they're in it right here. Do you remember either of you this time out and what the message was from Coach?
I think I know that we knew they were going to press, so we wanted to make sure that Jordan and I were going to get open and get the ball. I knew that, and then we have a set called here, and I'm pretty sure we don't execute. I don't think we executed the way that we were supposed to.
So that wasn't the design?
I don't think it was bad. I think Jordan just got that shot for himself, which it wasn't a bad look. But we were going back into zone this whole time because we wanted to limit Gio's ability. Well, there I got caught there. We wanted to limit Gio's ability to break us down in man because he's so good late game.
All right, so that's why you're in zone. But both of you guys were in here defensively. Watch this.
Yeah, that's on me.
Now, you weren't happy with the call. Do you remember? Did you foul him?
Oh, no, I fouled him. I think I was upset with myself. I think. But we definitely, we were trying to foul. The whole game, the game plan was, when they're close, especially down the stretch, is to foul because they had some guys that really struggled from the line on this year's team. So, you see, I think he was 0 for 2 already, and then he missed that one. So, in these situations, when they were close, we wanted to foul. That was part of our game plan.
And then Coach takes a timeout here for you guys to discuss things because obviously in this situation, Joe, right, there's a lot going on. So I'm sure that this was a long discussion in this huddle.
Yeah, it's definitely an important time of the game. This is something that we go over all the time in practice. You go through those different situations to prepare yourself for a situation like this.
By the way, Connor, when you're in a huddle with your dad, do you ever slip up and call him dad, or do you always call him coach?
No, I'll stick with coach. Most of the time, I don't really call him anything. I'll just talk to him. I don't, because I don't want to. Yeah, I won't call him dad. I don't know. I maybe called him that maybe once since I've been here, just to get his attention.
All right, so let's see here. 26.2 left. Do you remember what you were supposed to do here?
Yeah, this is just one of our press breakers, and I knew I was taking my time taking that ball out because I wanted to make sure that we had everyone in the right place. We wanted to get it to Jordan because we knew they would foul him, which they did before we got the ball in, so that was good. That was what we were going for. obviously thinking Jordan was going to make 2 here, but I'm pretty sure he goes 1 for 2. That's how they get the shot, right?
That's what I was going to ask you. Do you guys remember? You think 1 and 2, Joe? Do you have any recollection of what happens here at the line?
I mean, we have all the confidence in the world in Jordan going up there, kind of expecting him to make both, but he misses one here. But luckily we were able to, come back.
You know which one he misses? Misses the first.
Yeah. And that's loud in there, too. You see all those fans behind there. It's loud.
All right.
Like the basket's shaking.
26 seconds to play. They try to get something going towards the basket. A lot of times teams want to win this with the hero shot. See if they can drive it. There you go. Here's McConnell.
Joe, that's you on it, Gio, right?
Yep.
Okay. Was that so? You guys extended the pressure past half court there. Obviously, that was set up. What was the goal there defensively?
Yeah, we were just trying to kind of slow them down, stop them from pushing it. So we just tried to, slow them down a little bit, and I think we did a good job containing them there.
Well, and you were guarding Gio, and everybody in the building knows that if option 1, 2, and 3 is there, it's Gio Baker taking a shot. So I'm sure you knew that too when you picked him up at half court.
Yeah, he's a great late game, shot taker and maker. So we obviously identified him before the game. If that situation presented itself, that we had to, shut him down.
And what about here? Do you remember what the plan was?
Yeah, here we switched to man. We switched to man because we wanted to switch defenses up on them. And but we were in man, but we were definitely in switch everything. So like if they set any screen at all, we were just going to switch it.
And there we go. There's the switch.
Yeah.
Oh. Man, what a bounce.
Yeah, friendly roll at home.
But when that ball was in the air, do you guys remember getting a look at it and be like, oh, that's short? Or what was the process like when he released that for you?
I was fighting Miles Johnson down below, so I was just worried about trying to get in the spot where I could get the rebound. And I felt like I thought it was going to bounce right to me almost when it first hit that front rim. But, obviously it rolled in. But then for me, too, same as Weezy, I was just thinking, with 3.2, I still felt pretty confident. I was thinking, we're gonna get a good look. We'll be fine.
Well, Connor, I got to tell you, when I just saw that replay, that's a good point. With all due respect, Miles Johnson was in pretty good position to get an offensive rebound there.
Yeah, no, trust me, I know. I was probably gonna have to foul him, if anything. I don't think they're calling a foul, down on a rebound in there. So I was probably just gonna have to wrap him up in some way. Hopefully the refs don't see it, that kind of thing. Because I remember he killed us on the offensive glass this whole game.
All right, so here we are. We're setting up the play. Now, Connor, you're going to take it out. People know you have a baseball background. Are you the designated long ball inbounder here?
Yeah, pretty much whenever we have a play like this, I'll throw it in, and I kind of try to aim it wherever the guy seems open. So we're looking for Nicholas here. It was my first option. Yeah, and I saw him kind of flash open to the left. Yeah.
Unbelievable. So you're saying, because Nicholas Baer got his hands on it, so what was supposed to happen?
Honestly, pretty much that. I mean, Weezy, you can talk on this too, but I just Nicholas is supposed to flash up, and I was supposed to hit him. That was the option, was me hitting Nicholas. And I saw it like there. He flashed straight to the top of the key, but like I saw a little opening to the left. I thought he could beat his defender to. So that's kind of what I aimed for. And then he like right over number 5, right? Because I think he was trying to tip it to Zay or Weezy, I don't know. But he like flashed open there, and that's why I tried to throw it in there. And obviously, Weezy, you can touch on the shot.
Yeah, I mean, that's exactly how we drew it up. Connor's supposed to hit Nicholas, but obviously you could see there was 2 guys right on Nicholas. So he's supposed to, try to catch it and then throw it to me or Zay, whoever's open. But luckily enough, he was able to just get a finger on it, and it kind of bounced right where I was. And I just knew, there wasn't much time left. So right when I got it, I just had to turn and shoot it quickly.
But, Joe, when he's releasing that pass, did you know you were going to go to that corner, or did you just instinctively go there because that's where the ball was headed?
I mean, it kind of that's what the play was, to go towards that corner. it'd be a lot harder for Nicholas to catch it on that side, throw it to the opposite wing or corner. So it was designed that way.
And when you caught that ball, I mean, come on, you weren't even looking at the basket. How like, how did you even turn around and have the wherewithal to get that shot up and off the backboard?
To be honest, I just kind of threw it up. It didn't even feel like, a good shot. It didn't feel like it came off my hand like it normally does. But
Weezy, that makes up for all the ones that go in and out and feel great. That makes up for all those.
Well, when you released it, because, come on, it hit the top left of the backboard. So did you think it had a chance when it left your hand?
Honestly, when it left my hand, I thought it was going to hit the side of the backboard. Then it just kind of squeezed in there.
I mean, Connor, what about from your angle running up the court? What were you thinking?
Honestly, it looked good to me. I couldn't even – because I obviously couldn't tell that it was going to hit the side of the backboard. So I was like – I never had that sense of doubt in my mind. But I remember all the guys, like, on the end of the bench, they were like, as soon as he shot it, they were like, oh, no way, he shanked it. Like, no chance. And then it bounced in the way that it did. And I remember, too, Weezy, like, I think it was, like, one of the next couple of days in practice, we were like all trying to recreate, like we were trying to bank it off the side of the backboard and make it, and no one could do it.
When you fly home and you lost, it is silence. It's kind of faux pas to talk, right? But after a moment like that, it makes those next 2 hours. I mean, that's why we love sports, right?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, it's fun afterwards. Everybody's talking, everyone's joking around. You play cards, you do whatever. Even your food tastes better, after a win. Your post game meal. But yeah, I mean, after a loss, you're right. It's dead silent. So, having that game, if it had ended any other way, probably would have been definitely more of a silent plane ride. And that's a long plane ride too for us. So, it wouldn't have been fun. But I think it was one of the more fun trips I've been on for sure.
I think it's the longest plane ride in the Big Ten, but fortunately for you guys, you were able to ride home happy and with a victory. Thanks, both of you, so much for doing this and for joining us. Appreciate it.
Yep, thank you.
Yep, thanks for having us.